got my laces tied. My trusty podcast by my side. If you wanna talk fun, it's the place to be. Yeah, it's the drop, D-R-O-P.
Hi, this is Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbie with Believe in the Run.
This is Megan with Believe in the Run.
This is Carl with Believe in the Run.
Yeah, we're all back together.
All back.
All back.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I mean, we've done 2 trips to New York since last podcast, and Megan went all the way out to Monterey, California, and Santa Cruz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a journey.
Like
Here we are.
planes, trains, automobiles, everything.
Yeah, I rented a car when we were over there because we flew into San Francisco, and we were driving on some wild roads.
You did the 17-mile Miracle Mile
We
or
also
whatever.
that's not called that at all.
Something like that. What's it called?
17 mile road.
That's
No,
Miracle
not
Mile
called.
sounds way better.
17 mile drive.
Okay.
It's a scenic road on Monterey.
It has a
Peninsula.
nickname that's better than that.
No,
I
it's
know
literally
that.
called the 17 mile drive, and because I followed the signs for it the whole way around.
I get that that's what it's called, Meg. It's like it has a nickname though that's better than 17 Mile Drive. 'Cause
All right.
It goes right through Pebble Beach, and it's like right along the coast. It's gorgeous. You see seals, you see the thing, and if you drive far enough, you see that. What's that crazy person's mansion?
Have you done, not the Biltmore, the
It was
the Hearst mansion?
Yeah, the Hearst Castle.
yeah, Hearst Castle. Have you ever been there?
Not to the castle. I never stopped in.
I kind of want to go there and check it out.
You should.
But with I want to be able to see the whole thing, not have a tour.
So you want to live there?
I guess so.
Yeah.
But there's rooms, there's staircases with that go to nowhere.
Do you know what was
Like,
creepy?
There's all kinds of weird stuff, right? Because his wife kept building it until
Yeah.
she died, I think.
Until she spent all this money.
Yeah.
We went to the one down in Asheville. What was it? Is that the Biltmore?
That's the
Biltmore.
Biltmore, yeah.
Dude, that place is creepy. That gave me total Shining vibes. Like, we went to the pool area. That's an indoor pool.
Yeah.
And you go through the locker room. I'm like, some crazy shit happened here.
Well, imagine you have all the money in the world and TikTok or Instagram doesn't exist. or Snapchat.
I'm telling you, there was some of those. What was the movie with our guy, Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there was Great Gatsby parties there.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I'm sure some devious shit went down.
Yeah. And that's like don't ask, don't tell, but no one even asked.
That was like,
ever.
don't ask or get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe both of those we could just, I don't know if we could buy them at some point, probably not.
Maybe we could do a GoFundMe. We're trying to buy the Hearst Castle and the Biltmore and make a race from Hearst Castle to the Biltmore.
All right. I'm into that.
And
I
the
think
winner
you could-
gets one of the houses. They can pick which one they want.
Okay, I think you could crowdfund that.
Instead of Wharf-to-Wharf, castle to castle.
Yeah, I
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Proceeds to benefit the people that got messed up in the Asheville flood there.
Okay, but if we give them the proceeds, then how are we buying the castle? Oh, by tour.
The extra, anything left over.
Okay, people will pay for tours of the castle, and then
Yes,
that will go. All right, I like
exactly.
that. Take it back, yeah. Because right now, where does that even go? Who knows where that?
I
Tour
think to
money
the
goes?
maintenance of the estate.
That's it.
Probably. It's a massive estate.
Yeah. A lot of upkeep there.
Man. Yeah, but I remember when we were down there. I don't know if this is the same. I don't know if it's the same. What do you call it? Who are the people that like Rockefeller? What are they called?
Oligarchs?
Not magnates, but yeah. But when I was down there going on a trail run in North Carolina, and this is not maybe an hour from Asheville, and the guy I was trail running with was like, "Do you notice how all the trees?" And this is mountains covered with forests, you know. He's like, "Do you notice how all these trees are only like 60 years old? There's nothing older than that, because they were all clear cut for." I don't think it was the Vanderbilts, but whoever owned the logging industries down there. which is crazy to think about. Like the whole forest down there, that was just bare, all those mountains, like 100 years ago.
That's great. So how much money would you have to have before you'd rock a monocle?
Yeah, there's definitely.
I think you got to have a certain amount
threshold.
of money. Yeah, you can't be like.
How have those not made a comeback yet?
I think not enough people have that kind of income.
But I feel like that during the twirly mustache and suspenders phase of bartending about 10 years ago, I feel like that was when it needed to happen.
Dude, the Shane Gillis thing where he talks about when the moment white people stopped being cool, he's like, we used to talk like this. There he goes.
Yeah.
He's like, and then he hit the baseball.
That is interesting to think about, that people just talk like that.
Yeah.
And now they talk like this.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was better back then. No one.
Sonny boy.
Imagine in 50 years or 100 years, people go back to podcasts like this. Can you imagine saying
No
like?
one's going
Can
back.
you
to
imagine-
No one's
podcasts
coming
like
back to
this.
this. I hate to break it.
Can you imagine saying like that many times?
Yeah.
I'm sorry you have to live through this moment.
Yeah, wow.
Whoever's listening right now.
That's pretty good. We should probably start getting into some of these trips. Meg, you took off first.
Yes, I did. I left Friday. I had a little bit further to go, like 3,000 miles to the other side of the country.
Not like you had to get there on your own accord.
No, I took a plane.
Right.
Yeah. So we went over for the Move Her Mind event series. We had to stop in Monterey, which was amazing. I mean, Monterey is just so beautiful. It felt like kind of being in like Disneyland, because like everything looks the water's a little too clear. The otters are so cute. Like
Nobody's throwing trash or running red
No,
lights.
it's very clean.
Really? Compared to, say, San Luis Obispo, how would
I
you...
love the way you just pronounce that.
Is
San Luis
nice?
Obispo?
Obispo?
San Luis Obispo.
Luigi.
San Luis Obispo.
It is so nice. Big rock. Come walls.
I wasn't trying to do
Close
it.
to Paso Robles.
I was just... compared to that town, what does it look like?
It's different for sure. San Luis Obispo felt like, I don't know, more towny.
College town.
College town.
Okay.
Monterey is...
It feels slightly more touristy, but also, I mean, there's parts of it that were like the homes are like $20 million.
Do you know Carmel? Carmel is like the apex along that coast for me.
Carmel,
growing
Indiana?
up. No, Carmel along...
Oh.
It used to be, Clint Eastwood used to be the mayor of Carmel.
Okay.
It's a beautiful little wealthy town.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a coastal wealthy town that's above like LA, below San Francisco. And just, it's like kind of like quaint, beautiful,
Okay.
everything like that. Monterey is kind of the hippie version to me of Carmel.
Yeah, I think it's probably just
They have a jazz fest.
a little more touristy, like, right? It's
Carmel is touristy too, but it's
Okay.
like high-end shopping. And
What do you, if you're from there, are you called like a Monteranian or something?
that's what I was so curious about, because I was like, does anyone actually live here, or is everyone just visiting? But people do live there. Monterey was lovely. We hosted a run along the water, which was lovely, and then we did a podcast with a woman named Lindsay who started Women Run Monterey.
all right, but before you get into what Lindsay does and what you guys talked about, let's just say that Megan is kind of spoiled in this particular circumstance. We're out here sweating it out in feels like 120 degree weather, really kind of like, and even I got on the treadmill because it was too hot one day, but Meg was out there,
Trash emoji.
50 degree temperatures with the Pacific Ocean cool breezes coming off it in Monterey.
Yeah, it was foggy in the mornings. So it was nice and cool. No, I'm not complaining.
I thought you were like, we couldn't really see the ocean,
No,
so
no,
that
no,
was
no.
a bummer.
No, I love like the fog rolling in and out. I think is like cool. It's just
Yeah.
like
While
part
you were
of
running, did you hear
Pacific.
seagulls?
Oh my gosh, the birds there are insane. They are the loudest seagulls in the world.
Caca.
Like I don't know how they're so different from East Coast seagulls, but they are.
Because nobody tells them to shut up.
Yeah, they may be a little too entitled out there.
And there's just seals everywhere. Yeah, it's like I was like, why do you go to the aquarium when you're like basically at the aquarium, just like walking around?
That's a good point. And can you see fish in the water?
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff? Really?
Yeah. The
Do
water's very clear.
Starfish.
They have tide pools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Little seaweed farms.
I've never actually been to a place with tide pools, and I feel like that's where I need to go.
They also had these things called California ground squirrels, which look like a mix of a prairie dog and what we consider a squirrel.
You know, our squirrels are also usually on the ground or in trees. Are they tree squirrels?
I'm unsure.
Are they adorable? But if you live there, you probably get tired of them.
I'm guessing because like we were all like, oh, look at this cute little thing, and people were staring at us like we were insane. So
I mean, if you saw a squirrel for the first time and never saw one before, you would
think it's
be
cute.
enamored with it.
Yeah.
No, the best was when Carl and I went to Kenya, and we get to E10, and people just have like they tie a rope around a goat's leg and then just tie the to a tree or something, and that's how they keep the goat.
Oh.
But so we're running around, and when we first get there, we're like, "Oh my God, that is the cutest thing! Look at that little goat!" Where everybody in our group, there's probably 10 people, we're all stopping taking photos of the goat. Then the people that live there
Come
are
on.
looking at us like,
Like that's dinner.
"Well,
like,
no, like
Oh.
why? Like why are you taking a picture of a goat?"
What's
And then
so
we
fascinating?
realize why. I mean, they're everywhere. Like
Oh.
in everybody's yard, there is a goat.
Yeah.
And a cow walking around. We're like, oh, it's free range cows and stuff. And like, they're all just like, what are you doing?
Taurus.
I mean, feel like that should be more acceptable in the United States.
That was kind of our safari. Like, we didn't go do the Kenyan safari thing.
We did the backyard safari.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw goats and cows.
Dude, throw a couple pumpkins in those yards, and people would pay $10 a car to see it.
You're not wrong.
Some sunflowers to get selfies with.
Oh, yeah.
You have a full fall festival. Anyways, so no goats in
No
Monterey?
goats. No,
Okay.
mostly sea life
ground.
and ground squirrels.
So is Monterey Jack cheese from there? Oh, that's Monterey, Mexico. Is there a Monterey? I'm not great with geography.
May, can
Carl,
you look up all the Montereys?
Is there a Monterey?
I mean,
in
Monterey
Mexico?
Jack is also called Californian White.
Okay, so I'm not. So I am right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
probably.
Yeah.
It does. It originates from Monterey, California.
Aw, did you have any?
I like that it's called Monterey White.
Did you?
It's white cheese. It's white,
Yeah, it
I
is.
might be right about that. Did you have any while you were there?
No, I honestly didn't have any Monterey Jack cheese. I didn't understand the
Okay.
assignment.
Just
I
think
did,
of how fresh it would have been.
I did eat sourdough. I think like almost every day.
Oh yeah.
Which
Because-
isn't that different than what you do at home?
No, it's better when someone else makes it. We also went into this bakery after the podcast. It was like right across the street from the Fleet Feet. I'm forgetting the name now, but they had one of those kitchens, or like I guess more like a bakery, but it was all windowed, so you could watch them make the bread, and it was like the coolest thing ever because there was just like they make it look so easy, and I know how hard it is. So that was
Are you
cool.
still have has your starter ended? Or are you still using?
No, he's alive.
You're
He's
still
in the
doing it?
fridge.
Okay.
I just keep him in
Francisco.
the fridge when I travel,
Ah.
and then he comes out,
Yeah.
comes back to life.
So are you still making loaves and
Oh, yeah.
stuff? Loaves and fishes?
I usually do one every Sunday, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes two, because I get a little greedy with them every once in a while. You have to.
Have you okay. Have you done variations on it? Like rosemary or something?
No, I haven't tried any like flavors.
She did a sourdough bagels though, and those sucked.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't like them.
I didn't even know that was a. I guess
I mean, you can make sourdough pizza, sourdough bagels,
Yeah, I guess
sourdough
so.
anything.
Pretty much the best sourdough is just sourdough.
Yeah.
Salt and butter, bam.
Yeah, but it's not really. Why do they call it sour though? It doesn't have like Sour Patch Kids. on or
It
anything.
doesn't. I'm guessing it's related to the fermentation process
Okay.
of the starter that makes it kind of sour.
Okay. All right.
That's,
Maybe they
that's
didn't
a
have
good guess.
I feel like they didn't have a lot of words back then, and maybe that was the closest one. Because to me, that's
that
not
dough is sour.
to me, it's not sour. But
I mean, compared to regular white bread, it's pretty sour.
I was right.
yeah, okay.
It
Yeah,
gets
we've-
its distinctive flavor from the lactic acid produced during the fermentation process.
We've been right about a lot of stuff today.
mean,
Cheeses,
It's really
breads.
smart over
keep it
here.
going.
Where, yeah.
Just wait till we get to the shoe talk. Then we'll go off the
It'll
rails.
go
on that.
downhill.
Yeah. We'll undo
I
everything.
have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but so our conversation with Lindsay will be on Fuel for the Soul in a few weeks.
The turnout looked good.
It was great. Yeah, the people in
Nice.
Monterey were lovely. Lindsay was great, and yeah, she started Women Run Monterey, and so we talk all about that and just sort of like balancing life, work, running kind of stuff. So it was good.
And how many dates are left on the tour?
Well,
Is that the last one?
no.
No, Louisville's.
So
next.
no, next is DC, and then Louisville.
Wait, when's
and
DC?
then on next Monday.
Oh, jeez.
DC, Louisville, Oklahoma City, and Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if that's the right order. They might be flip flopped, and then
Was it a total of 12?
it started at like 8, and it's gotten to I think 14
Oh,
because
man.
we're also while we're in
Wow.
Tokyo, that will be like a stop. We're gonna do a panel there of some kind.
Okay. And that's a tour.
Yes, it's an event series.
That's insane. And do you know how many, have you been keeping a tally of like how many people have come to the events? Do you know how many
So
total?
there's an RSVP page for all of them, and so ASICS has all that data. But like we're also tracking all the podcast listens and stuff, and we're close to 50,000, which is
Wow.
cool.
That is cool.
So you stayed in California, though, for Wharf-to-Wharf.
Yeah, guys, I gotta tell you,
Okay.
we all love Falmouth.
Yeah.
Wharf-to-Wharf is by far superior.
No
Oh,
way. By
she said
far?
that.
Fighting
No
words,
way.
them be-
Hear me out, okay?
All right.
It's only 6 miles.
I like that.
I like
okay?
it, yeah.
Okay, shorter distance.
By a mile.
Rolling hills, 50 degrees. Beach views, wharf to wharf. The course was a little bit different this year because one of the bridges was closed. But typically you run from a wharf to a wharf, and it's just like the most fun.
And is there a lot of spectators?
Yeah. There's a decent amount,
Okay.
but it's 16,000 people, so you are
Oh, wow.
with a lot of runners
Yeah.
at
And
all times.
Speaking of a lot of runners, she ran with Danny Orr. She saw Connor was out there from
Yeah.
Running Warehouse.
I can't mistake that flow for anyone else.
He was wearing the Metaspeed Ray. with
What were you
Flex.
wearing, Meg?
I wore the Metaspeed Edge, and I loved it. I was telling Thomas, I was like, I don't know if it was the 50 degrees, if it was the fun course, the atmosphere, but I was like, this shoe is amazing.
Okay.
And you got a lot of Believe in the Run shout-outs.
Yeah. We have a very large West Coast
Wow.
fan base.
All right.
Which I don't think I realized, which was very cool.
I like that.
You guys were part of I FaceTimed you.
Yeah.
We ran into some guys on the pier.
They didn't believe that it was you.
Well, no, and it was really funny because we were just like walking up the pier to go get a drink, and we walked into this one area and they only had beer. So we were like, okay, we'll just leave and go find someplace that has something else. And as we're leaving, I hear this guy like say, Megan. And I'm like, but it's like kind of windy because we're on a pier. So then I like turn around and I start walking, and then he says it again. And then I like turn around and he goes, are you Megan? I was like, yeah. He's like, from Believe in the Run? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, prove it. Where's Thomas? And so then I FaceTimed Thomas, and I guess you guys were all on the train at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, going
And
back.
so, yeah, I was like, Robbie's there too. And they were like, what?
I wasn't sure exactly what was going on.
And none of us were.
Okay,
We were just
yeah.
saying hi.
So-
And you
yeah.
got another one when you were, where was the other one? You were just like,
We ran into a guy at a random lunch spot in Santa Cruz. His name was Eric. He was like a big Believe in the Run fan. And ironically, his wife is also a sports dietitian, and Megan hadn't been on her podcast before.
Oh, wow.
Like just the craziest.
Like, there's 3
small
people
world.
in this
He had a
place.
pair of Atreyus on,
Oh, wow.
which is how I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Nice.
just a few more shout outs throughout the weekend. But
And how was the race performance wise? Were you racing this race?
I mean, I did not set myself up for race day.
She
if
came
you
in
know what I
39th.
mean.
Okay.
We had some fun the evening before, but I took it out conservatively, mostly because I had to, because it was like so packed. And then after 2 miles, I was like, let's run hard.
All
and so
right.
I just passed people for the whole last 4 miles, and the top 100 finishers for male and female get a sweatshirt at the end.
Okay.
And so I was like motivated to just like pass as many females as I could.
I
so
like
is
it.
that 200 total or 100 total?
200 total, 100
Okay.
women, 100 men get the sweatshirt.
And so what's this sweatshirt? Is this like handmade by Montereyans, or is this?
It's
It would have been Santa Cruzians.
Maybe the
Okay.
cheapest
Oh, that's right.
sweatshirt I own. It was white color.
So
and
Santa Cruzians from China province,
From the
from
back,
province
back
in
of a
China.
van.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you know whose race it is, though?
No.
JT.
from Soul Focus.
Okay.
Soul Focus, yeah, it's one of his races. Makes it 16,000 runners.
Yeah.
That's
Think
insane.
about how many disappointed people that didn't get their sweatshirt.
That's
Honestly, I was
crazy.
most excited because,
Pulling up.
after you run hard and then it's kind of chilly and then your sweat dries, you're freezing.
How do they know what sizes to have, though? Or are they like, okay, the first 100 are going to be...
No, so they have a varying of sizes. I guess the faster you are, the better chance you have of getting your size because when you cross the finish line, like I said, there was a male and a female finish line. They were separate. And so they would just hand you a card with like your number on it. And then they had a section at the end to go, it was like top 100 and you go and ask for your size.
I like
Okay.
that. I like that. There's another one that we heard about where they give a pie to the first.
Yeah, that one's in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. I think that's a really fun, I don't know, addition to a race is like you get something.
Extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get a lord over
I mean,
the people who don't.
That's why I love a lot of those trail races because they do weird stuff. Like, is there one where they give out cuckoo clocks or something like that?
I think there is one. It's like a German.
What?
It's in...
The Dirty German?
Yeah, I think it's the Dirty
Yeah.
German.
That's
Everyone
fantastic.
gets a clock or the top
No, it's
people?
the top
Winner.
Like the age group winners, those I think still get ones, not just the overall.
Okay.
So it's like kind of cool.
Also, Wharf-to-Wharf does have prize money, so you get a few fasties, and Galen Rupp was out there.
Oh,
He didn't run very well.
really?
Wait,
Well-
you don't know what he was aiming for. He may have run great.
That's
He got like fifth,
okay.
which
do you
he
know-
was the only pro they announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult to pronunciate some of the other runners' names. Maybe Galen was the
You
only
just
one that
skipped over.
the
It was like a
announcer
guy
knew.
from Latvia or something who won.
See?
There you go. Yeah, you don't know his name.
No.
All right, first check-in. Man, it's Friday. You're done. Grit's over. But you have all that fitness built up if you stuck around. So, man, pat yourself on the back. I don't care if you got 25 miles or you got 3,000 miles. You hung in there during a tough month. This was a hot one. So give yourself a little grace, a little pat on the back, celebrate.
All right, this episode is also sponsored by Element, our favorite salty beverage this summer.
I'm guzzling this stuff right now.
You actually are. Like every morning, he's making a giant jug of Element and then another one in the afternoon.
I actually made two. I made a handheld for my run. Like, I know I'm not probably supposed to have 3,000 to 6,000 milligrams of salt a day, but I'm doing it. And I haven't seen an adverse effect yet, except for I don't remember anything.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's necessary in this heat and humidity of summer. So if you don't have Element, you need to get on that. And you can get a sample pack, which includes 8 of their drink mix packets, 4 of their top flavors. So get your 8-count Element sample pack with any purchase at drinkelement.com/thedrop. That's drinklmnt.com/thedrop.
And I think I got to try that mango chili again because our buddy John Ober says that that's one of his favorite flavors. He said we're maligning it and we should give it another shot.
All right. I like it.
You heard it here.
So you ran. I was looking at your paces. You ran pretty quick there at the end.
It's a big downhill.
Okay.
In the last like 600 meters.
But still, the last 4 miles were basically 6:02 and then to 5:51.
Joinks.
Nice.
Yeah, I was picking
Nice.
people off. It was fun. It's like it just. I think everyone should leave the humid heat of the East Coast at one point in the summer just to.
You're basically
just to
talking
feel
about
like-
altitude training.
Yeah, but you need to go to the 50 degrees and do a race just so that you get your confidence back and like know that you're not like
Dying.
totally
Yeah.
like a mess.
Yeah.
I was like, Carl and I did 10 miles on Friday, and I swear that we were picking up the pace at the end. It was like super hot out, and I'm like, oh, we're really kind of cranking it down here. And then I looked at our splits, it was like
We
straight
did
on.
not. At all.
That's what I always say. Like the summer runs always feel like progressive runs because
Yeah.
even if you're running the same pace, it just gets harder.
Yeah.
I did our run from Friday to this morning.
I saw your map.
Yeah, I did it again. Like, yeah, you can tell when I do the
Because I see the
climb,
little-
it just
yeah.
dies.
Speaking of the A6 Meta Speed, so you like the Edge, right?
Yeah.
So I enjoy the Sky. And when I was in Florida, I jumped in this. It was like a Wednesday night workout on Amelia Island.
Oh,
And it was just at the high school track, which is about as good of shape as the one at
Up
Patterson
here?
High
Nice.
School. And it was kind of random. It was just a guy that leads it and throws out a workout, and people can. There's about 20 people there. It wasn't terrible. But you know, it's 85, 90 degrees still at 6 p.m. and so it was 12 by 400s, but like a minute rest in between, so a little bit of a longer one. But man, that shoe felt so good, and I like crushed it in that shoe. It felt like I was very surprised by my paces because I didn't feel like I was running that fast. But that shoe, I feel like because it's so light and kind of propulsive, I feel like you just run faster. I don't know. It feels like running 20 or 30 seconds per faster than.
I'm in between you guys. I feel like both of them are like.
Really?
Yeah, I
Maybe I
feel
just
like
had a good day.
they're both good.
that's what I'm like. Was it just a good day? Because I'm
Yeah.
with you, where I'm like, I feel like I didn't give this shoe a fair enough review. Like maybe I was too harsh on it because I loved it.
But it was. Here's the thing though. It was super hot out.
Well, you didn't give it a bad review.
No, but like in my mind, I'm thinking like I would choose the Meta Speed for like a race, like over the Alpha Fly tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be big news.
Yeah. I mean, because I was, it was only 400s, but I was under 6, I was like 550,
Dang.
down to like 530 for some of them, which
Dang.
is insane for me. Let's be honest.
Was there any feeling of like, hey, I'm here and I should,
You got to perform in front of
yeah,
people.
in front of people?
Actually, not really, but I will say I was the fastest one there, which felt amazing.
Wait, Robbie, how old was
Amelia
everyone?
Island is a retirement area.
No, there was some.
He was in the 70 plus.
It was a little, age grade.
Look at that whippersnapper go.
Age grading. Let's we won't get into that. No, there was some younger people. There was this kid I ran with the first few laps, and he looked like he was maybe 22. And I saw him at the pickleball courts the day before, and I talked to him, and he had lost. He said over the last 2 years he went from 325 to 175. Like that's how much weight he lost.
Oh, I was thinking marathon times,
no,
and I was like,
sorry,
this dude's.
sorry. Yeah, he lost 150 pounds.
Whoa.
That's like losing half yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's literally
literally.
losing me. Like I just fell off a person. That's insane. And we ran together the first 3 or 4 laps. I'm
That's
like,
amazing.
and he's running his first marathon in the fall at Hawaii Honolulu Marathon.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who's run that?
Like I know of people.
Okay,
I'm not like
I
friends.
was like, that's the most random first marathon ever.
Also, not what I would choose, but he's living in Florida, so.
Yeah, I think it's quite hilly.
But that's the other thing. I
Yeah.
think it's hilly. Yeah. So I was like, but
I only watch when I watch the championship out there for triathlons.
Yeah.
And you see that
Ironman.
it just looks miserable.
yeah, that's why I was like, dude, you should pick something that's cool weather. You feel like you have rocket boosters on.
Speaking of first marathons, I mean the dudes run 100 milers and stuff, but I don't think Taylor's run a road marathon.
Oh, really?
And he just requested that if maybe he could do the New York this year with us.
Oh, wow. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be okay.
He'll be all right.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's gonna quit trails. You're
No,
gonna
he-
run New York
th-
City Marathon and be
no.
like, this is freaking epic.
No, Taylor's not that kind of person.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be out. I'd be like, yeah, there's so much more people
were
here.
out.
It's so much fun.
We used to run trails a lot more.
I know, and look what
I
happened.
know.
We started going to the majors. And then you can't go back.
I don't know. We'll see what Leadville's like. I keep forgetting
yeah.
that's coming up.
Real quick.
Yeah. It's basically August when this podcast comes out.
Yeah, it is August.
It is August. Yeah.
It's August
Oh
1st.
man, this
then-
summer, man.
Flying.
So before you went to California, we actually did our first trip to New York last week.
With On.
Yeah, and it was a ton of fun. We went. I had never been to really hung out in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and I fell in love with it.
I think it's my favorite spot within like New York City.
The running was great. You could run along the East River. You get beautiful views of Manhattan. You get
For sure.
all three of the bridge, the Queensboro, the Brooklyn. I'm not even sure what the other one's called. But you can see all these bridges. There's beautiful boats going up and down.
You get like the beauty of the city without the chaos of the city, like and the trash and the.
It kind of almost Williamsburg remind me a little bit of parts of Boston,
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a little lower to the ground, and the food was great.
Yep.
Lo and I got lost, so we did the run with On, which was great. Everybody got to try the Cloudsurfer Max, and we had Dave Hash out there taking photos, and I don't know if you saw the photos, but
They're amazing.
yeah, he just kills it. And we had a great night, and Eli from On, we went to a bar afterwards, Carl.
Yeah, what was it called?
Horses and divorces.
Horses and divorces. I was like, it's got to be because those are two things that will make you broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they had espresso martinis on tap.
Whoa.
So we each had one of those, and one was enough. But and then I think we had some beers and
Yeah, a
stuff.
couple beers.
You know, I don't think I've ever had an espresso martini
What?
because I've never had one with you guys because I'm always afraid that I'm going to be up all night or something if I drink how much is espresso isn't an espresso
Says
martini?
the guy who takes like 5-hour energy at like 6 p.m.
That's different. I feel like
It does-
I'm accustomed to this.
Here's the weird thing.
My body's adapted.
Here's the weird thing. I would agree with you, but for the longest time, without even thinking about it, when I would finish a meal at a nice restaurant,
Yeah.
I would get an espresso, like to finish the night. Like
Okay.
just boom. And I never had trouble sleeping. I don't think there's been a night where I've had an espresso martini, and they do put, like a real one has a real shot of espresso in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never had trouble sleeping after it. I think what it does is it gives you enough energy to hang out a little bit longer. Like some people use Coke, but this would be.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it is like a 5-hour energy just in espresso.
We got to
martini
remember there's
form.
alcohol in it, so it's kind
Yeah,
of like
up
canceling
or
each other
down.
out
Yeah.
in a way. I guess it really depends on how much vodka or whatever.
I guess if I get one of those B12 shots with it as a chaser,
you could do that.
Speaking of
B-
B12
B12
shots,
back.
Right, well, wait, before we get there. So, like, I used to, like, if I wanted to, like, if the party was still going, I was starting to get tired. You know, if it's like 7:30, 8 at night.
Yeah.
pushing 9 p.m.
Yeah. Tequila would usually keep me going. That was like
Okay.
good for me to burn. Like I remember several like New Year's parties where I was like tapering off before midnight, and just I would go to the bar and order
Okay.
some tequila, and that usually could keep me going for some reason. But the espresso martini, I don't feel like even gives me as much energy as
Really?
the
All right.
tequila.
Maybe I'll try it next time we're out.
Or you could just do a weekend where you're day drinking and have one at 3 o'clock or something.
Yeah, that's true. Although if
Martini lunch.
I feel like that's a starter, not an ender. I feel like espresso martini. Once I start, if I'm day drinking towards the end, then I just want light stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, so start at 3.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah.
I like it. You can make me one.
I'll tell you. You know what I haven't had this summer? The Aperol spritz. Not the Aperol spritz, but the
Spaghetti.
spaghetti. Yeah, I haven't had one of those. There was a little while. I think the first time you introduced it to me a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Where that was my summer drink for a little bit.
For those who don't know, it's a splash of Aperol and a Miller High Life. Crispy.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It's
It's
something.
very good.
You really can't go wrong.
Very good.
Yeah.
I will say before we move off of Williamsburg too is that so after the On event and our evening, we all went home and wanted to get in some grip miles before we left, and so Thomas Lowe and I met up at 6,
Yeah.
and started the run together, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna try and get 10 in, and since we were limited on time, I was like, I'm gonna pick up the pace. So I left them, and
We were only getting 8.
and I get back to the hotel, and they're still not back.
Nice.
And I was like, how did I possibly beat them back here?
We got lost.
Which I would like to say I did not.
Nice.
There,
I'm not shocked.
it was one of these things where it went along the water
Yeah.
and then it didn't, and so it mentally it was to me like a frayed rope.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a rope and you're following it, and then it kind of just sprayed off into different directions.
Yeah.
And when we came back, we picked the wrong
Right.
direction to come back. So we ended up running close to 9 miles. Yeah.
I mean, that's a good way to get in some extra.
And it was actually a good lesson for Lo because we started off nice and easy, but then because we had to get back in time for the train,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially because we were lost, we're like, okay, we're picking up last 2 miles. We're definitely,
Yeah.
you know, we picked up the pace. And I was like, see, you can do this if you pace yourself. You have energy to do it because I don't know if that's his problem or not.
Why Lo
Pacing.
crashes the end of
I'm not sure. Does he crash?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely falls off the pace.
I think it's so hard for all of us to be patient, especially in a marathon. And you feel around mile 6, I'm usually like, I feel great today. And you're like, I'm going to pick
but
it up.
not
Today
only
might be
that,
my day.
He's got so much more body mass and like fueling and hydrating. Like you have to be even more on top of those things.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I'm not
sh-
giving any advice to him because he's a totally different,
Yeah.
like
Complete opposite.
human.
The
Yeah.
great thing about running with Lo, though, is picture me and Lo together. So I'm close to 6 feet, and Lo's probably 6'4",
Yeah.
and full of muscles. And we're running along the promenade, and I'm not sure. I know that some people were like, "Oh, it's Believe in the Run," because we stopped and talked to this one lady because she's wearing a Believe in the Run hat and stuff like that. But I think some people just thought that dude is running with his bodyguard. And I thought about it because like people were looking at us like I was, and they're like, "Oh, they must think I'm somebody important."
Because he's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
and
also
you usually
intro-
don't see like huge
Yeah.
people
Muscular.
running. Yeah.
He pretended to introduce himself to a few people at the On event as Believe in the Run security.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The group was great at the Williamsburg run too. I really enjoyed running with everybody. We had Lynn came out, of course, who
You had familiar faces again on Sunday.
yes, we had repeat offenders
Yeah.
come out on the next run. Next run was a little bit different.
A little bit different vibe.
Well, first off, Robbie was with us.
Yeah. I came up for
Because you were in Florida.
I was in Florida for the week prior to that.
Doing his 400s.
Yeah, which Florida is miserable in the summertime. I honestly don't know how people run there.
Is it even
on
that
a-
much than here right now, though?
It's not, but it's the sun is the thing. It's so hot.
It's
Yeah.
closer to the.
Yeah. It's the humidity isn't that far off.
Yeah.
But the sun, once it's up above, like you can't get in the shadows, it is
Yeah.
so hot to be
Yeah.
in the sun.
So you, of course, did the smart thing and ran early, right?
before the sun came up.
Yeah.
At 9 a.m. It was the sun wasn't up somewhere,
Yeah.
not in Florida, but yeah. So I mean I would get out at 7:30. I think.
I mean, that's still pretty good.
I think for the long run I did. I was out at 7.
All right.
So that wasn't too bad, but there was a lot of shade for that, so that wasn't terrible. But yeah, man, when it's just on those. And that's the thing with Florida. There's not a lot of shade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, because if you go where the trees are, that's where the biting flies are.
Also
Yeah.
true. But like, especially if you're in just one of those areas where my mother-in-law lives, that's like a long sidewalk on a 4-lane road with
Ugh.
it's just new developments. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing there, and that's just boring because it seems so long. Like.
Yeah.
Running in Baltimore, I feel like I can run 6 miles no problem, just because it's.
What's the road that we always ran in Amelia Island?
A1A.
A1A.
Yeah.
Did you go down to that?
I didn't, but that sucks too.
Yeah.
I've done it before.
You know what
It's-
kills me on that one?
Yeah.
It's cambered. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
your ankles start to feel like, I remember this is the first time when they came out with the Adios Pro, and
Oh yeah, I remember that.
it was unstable anyway.
Yeah.
And I was running kind of sideways. I was like, I can't.
No.
Like these are breaking my ankles.
Yeah. I was very obsessed with finding shark's teeth while I was down there.
Did you find any?
I did. I found 5.
Whoa.
So are you
Wasn't
going to
bad.
make a necklace?
Not. I don't think one was maybe big enough, but I think I'm just gonna save it. Maybe. I don't know.
How do you find them?
So I was doing a lot of a lot of research beforehand on YouTube, and then trying to, and then just asking people who were.
You know
seemed
who's good at it?
They knew what they were doing.
Meg's mom, Robin.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's similar to honestly finding change on the ground, where you have to train your eyes to just
Right,
know
like
what you're
there's-
looking for.
There's like, what do you, like, that's what I'm asking. Like, what are you told to look for?
It's so like a Y shape, like a black Y shape of, because that's usually what a lot of them are.
But that's what all the shells look like.
It is tough. But so I noticed that what people were doing, and this seemed like the best idea, was so if it's low tide and you just actually stand in the water where it's kind of crashing, and the water kind of highlights what makes it more clear as to what, and they seem to more like tumble in where you can, it's just easy. I don't know. It's easier than when you're looking at a pile of shells.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a 3D puzzle.
Yeah.
You just can't pick it out. So
where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up doing it. And
Did you see the
I
one that's
found
Kanye and coffee beans?
No,
That one was
that's a
good.
puzzle.
Yeah, they're like, find Kanye.
That's insane.
It's just a bunch of coffee beans.
Oh my God.
Second check-in. All right, so we finished with grit. We're runners. We're probably going, okay, what's next? Probably starting to roll in, looking at those fall marathons. They'll be here before you know it. So make sure you take all that fitness that you built up, roll it right into training. It doesn't even have to be for a marathon. Just now you have all that fitness, try a 5K, try any distance you want, and just see if it pays off when these temps cool off.
This episode is also sponsored by Lagoon Pillows. You've heard us talk about these before. They're our favorite bed accessory. Is that what you could call them?
I call it a head accessory.
Okay. There was a study in 2013 that found that using the right supportive pillow to maintain proper spinal alignment during sleep led to a 63% improvement in overall sleep quality.
Wow.
I mean,
Who did that study?
I don't know, but obviously
Dr.
your pillow is quite important.
No, it's you can't go wrong with a Lagoon.
I did see somebody taking a pillow, and you know the ones that are all yellow from like head
gross.
grease or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and showing you how to get that out. But you don't need to a Lagoon because you can take off the cover and wash it.
That's like having a Satisfy Moth Tech shirt, but for a pillow.
Satisfies you come out with a dirty pillow.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah, everyone needs a clean pillow, a fresh pillow. So if you don't have a Lagoon Sleep pillow yet, go to lagoonsleep.com/believe. And right on that page, there's a button at the top that you take a quiz, you find the exact pillow that's designed for you so you can have that amazing sleep. And you can use the code BELIEVE for 15% off your purchase.
But yeah, so it was fun. But I spent a lot of time doing that. And I got incredibly sunburned the first day I was there, I think, because I did not reapply.
Well, what would have been good then is when we went to this next event, you could have gone into the ice buckets.
Yes.
Did you?
Or
That
ice
would have been
baths.
good. At the Chillin' Coffee and Chill.
Coffee and chill.
No. Here's why. I would have actually done it, but
Let's explain what it is.
okay, yeah.
So we again went back up, and this is our Lowe's with us again. Carl, Jarrett. It was a boys' trip. Myself and of course Robbie. We get up there, and this time we're staying in a different part. And it's so weird. Brooklyn's so big. I don't think people understand that just because it's a borough of Manhattan, you think I used to think of Brooklyn as small. It's sprawling.
It's huge, dude. Brooklyn's big.
Yeah, and
Well,
so
I think because
we're-
it used to be that Brooklyn was just there's a certain part where you would go, and then a lot of it on the outskirts, not so much. But
Yeah.
now it's just
Yeah.
all.
So where we stayed and how much I loved Williamsburg, we stayed in a different area that, to me, is not my favorite part of Brooklyn.
I thought that was Dumbo. You weren't in Dumbo?
No, we're downtown Brooklyn, which is below Williamsburg.
Oh, where
Yeah.
we stayed for the
For the hook, for the Brooklyn half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that I told you, it just felt like Manhattan. It felt
Yeah.
like Brooklyn's Manhattan.
It feels, but not as, like Manhattan's Manhattan.
Right.
It's Brooklyn's Manhattan, which is kind of like not quite as
Yeah.
good as even Manhattan.
I thought it felt like Baltimore and Brooklyn. In a
Oh,
There
way.
you go.
That's a good way to put
Yeah.
it too, I
Yeah.
guess.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not my favorite part of Brooklyn, because now Williamsburg is, but, which I just found out. But it's cool. But we get there and we realize that the venue had changed places, so we weren't even near where we were going to be going, because we were actually going near Governor's Island. And
We had Long Island cities where the place was.
is that okay?
Or Roosevelt Island.
Yeah, and so if we'd stayed where we normally stay when we're in Manhattan, it would have just been like going over the bridge. This was like going all the way. I
It's
don't
like
know.
a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
You'd take an Uber up. Yeah.
So, but we get there, and flurry of activity. So this is not like, there's like probably 25, 30 people setting up these ice baths, getting signage up.
Yeah, it looked like Coachella light going
Yeah.
on top of this roof. And
I was going to say, what exactly was the venue?
it was a hotel.
It was a
It a
hotel.
hotel?
Yeah, that was the thing. I would have been upset if we had booked that hotel, which would have been perfect because we would have been there.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody there not wanting to participate in a DJ session with ice
Yeah.
and things starting at, what was it, 9,
At 10
Yeah.
a.m.
10 a.m.?
I was very confused though because I went on a walk beforehand because I was bored and just it was in the middle of warehouses, like just old warehouses, kind of people living out of vans and stuff, and trailers, and that's all it was in that general area. So I didn't understand why there's a hotel right there.
Well, Lynn was kind of explaining to me that area is getting gentrified, and if you wanted to go to Roosevelt Island and hang out and party, there's softball, picnics, barbecues. Apparently, like a lot goes
Okay.
on there. It would be the perfect spot.
Okay.
Now, on the other side of that is where Nas grew up in the projects. There's like the largest project
Oh right.
That's what Lynn was saying, yeah.
is the largest housing project in Manhattan or in
New York City.
New York City.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he was rambling off all the different, rap guys that
okay.
that live there. But yeah, so it was kind of interesting because again, we got to run on Roosevelt Island, which we crossed a bridge to get on,
Looked like you were running in the middle of a highway,
sort of.
but there was no cars.
Coming down, yeah, it was since it was early morning on a Sunday, I guess. I was kind of surprised too.
Yeah.
But again, the views were gorgeous of the city. Like as we went around this little island area, and Manhattan's right there, and you're kind of like separated by the water, but it's closer than like even when you're down in Williamsburg. And it was cool.
And you
Yeah.
guys were all wearing the New Balance Rebel V5.
Fuel cell Rebel
Fuel Cell
V5.
Rebel V5.
Got it.
Yeah. That was the demo, which was interesting because they had definitely the runners were not our typical runners, like, because when we're doing stuff, we're usually doing a shakeout for a marathon or
Yeah.
something like that. These are people that are like hardcore runners usually that are coming out. This one was more, there was
Coffee and chill.
coffee and chill and like club runners, like the new style. So there was people that had the option of doing like a 1/4 mile loop around the hotel. Robbie.
Was that really a thing?
Yeah. So they had a
It has to be a mile. Like, all right.
all right. So they did that. I think there was a quarter mile walk and run. But then there was like a 2 mile option. So they just ran out and turned around.
That's just walking to from your car to the place.
Hey, but they're doing it
I
and
forgot.
trying the new
Yeah,
shoe.
all right.
Not everybody, like I said, this was a
different
wider net of
All right.
people into
Yeah.
the fitness arena. And then there was definitely some people there that were, there for running, and we had like the 3 mile group, and we offered up, believe was like, hey, we're doing extra mileage because we wanted to get miles in for grit. So we were like, hey, we originally were like going to do like 4 miles or 4.5 because that would have gotten me my mileage for the week.
It was all about Thomas.
Yeah, it was. But I forgot to stop my watch.
Yeah.
Start my watch after I stopped to do some video stuff. So I lost like 3/4 of a mile.
Tragic.
So we all had to go.
So I made everybody
Farther.
keep running. But
It's awesome.
you know, and luckily again, Lynn knew the area.
I was fine.
Yeah, you were definitely fine with it. Lynn knew the area, so we did.
Yeah, did an extra mile or whatever.
Yeah, and the Diz was there.
John Disney, your super fan.
Yeah,
He's a cool dude.
J Diz.
And the so we finished up and we ran, and then we get to the party.
Which is the coffee and chill.
Right.
Now
This is where the ice baths are.
this is where generational differences may or may not have happened. Like, I'm pretty used to in my days. The median age of the people there were probably, mid-20s.
Okay.
Right.
Would you agree?
Yeah, that's about
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Back in the day when I was in my mid-20s, there were kegs, there were...
You would have still been in bed.
Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
that is true. But if my friends were
As
like,
would
hey,
I.
you got to come to this coffee and chill event.
Right.
It was energy drinks and coffee,
B12 shots.
B12 shots, there was red
Light therapy.
therapy.
They had like the leg massage leg things.
Oh, yeah.
What it was called?
like the Norda
Normatex.
boots.
Normatex, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Other activities were the one that seemed to be the most popular was how high you could jump.
Which was that was actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because every guy there wanted to see how
but-
high
Yeah,
they
you
could
guys
jump.
spent like your whole time.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, well, it was
That
the
is
most
awesome.
it was the most exciting thing, but I kept waiting for someone to land on their ankle wrong.
I was a little nervous, especially
You
wearing
said it was a
the
bunch of 20-year-olds. They're
especially
fine.
wearing the Rebels.
Well, I felt bad for Lo because Lo was like, Lo's an athlete.
Played
and he-
star basketball player in high
football,
school
and football, yeah.
and basketball.
And he was like, I'm going to show this party how to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lo, real serious, gets up, hits his things. The guy who was hosting the jump was like, that's pretty good. The guy does a backflip, jumps up, and goes higher than Lo.
he
And-
must have touched 11.5 feet on the thing. I
was
can't tell
wild.
you how high this
But-
guy jumped from doing a backflip and then jumping.
Yeah.
It was insane.
I didn't know you could do this.
The human body was physical.
That's
It-
actually probably the highest I've ever
Physically
seen a
good.
human jump.
Yeah,
It was
and
pretty.
because
He was as tall as me too, by the way.
Oh, I thought he was a little tall.
Maybe
I was gonna say he
maybe
was
like 1 or 2. Maybe
Oh,
like
I thought
2
he was
inches
like my
taller.
height.
I think he's actually. Yeah, he's a little bit taller. Probably. I would say
Jacked.
5'8". How you're 5'11"?
Yeah,
Maybe he's 5'9". Yeah.
he. So he was. I think it deflated Lo a little bit.
Poor guy.
I felt bad for Lo because he was like, man, had to show me up because there was a little crowd that was
I
building
saw
up.
in the reel. It looked like that everyone was watching. Yeah.
And I have to tell you, Robbie, man, you still got a hops.
No one believes me that I could actually touch the rim in high school, which is crazy.
No, I
but
believe it.
But I could do it.
I used to be
That's
able to-
actually one of my best. I'm probably better at jumping than I am at running.
So
Which-
I used to be able to grab the rim.
Yeah.
And then the other day, my boys were playing basketball, and this was about 3 years ago. And I wanted to show them that I had ups. And so I was like,
Yeah, you can
look.
jump high too. Yeah.
No.
Maybe not anymore.
I jumped up, and I was like getting ready to grab that rim. I got the bottom of the net.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and I was like, ugh. So that when they put that thing out there, like as much, it looked like fun, and I was like, I'd like to try. Not in front of people.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be, because there was a couple guys who tried that.
The downside
whiffed.
is
And I was like, Robbie got up, and I think you did do the equivalent.
I think it was like 9.7.
Okay, so
Because he had it at the top part at 10, and I didn't hit. Or
But
at 11. And
it
I
was
didn't hit
still impressive.
that. Yeah. I felt okay. I think I hurt my back on this. It's because yesterday I was like...
It was worth it for the
I was
photo,
throwing
though.
baseball with my kids. I'm like, man, my back does not feel great. I'm like, oh, that's probably why.
Carl. You didn't do the cold plunge either.
No, you know what? It was actually the weather was
It was weird.
It was weird. It was like humid and it was like kind of hot, but there was a breeze and there's wildfires still.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
bad.
So there was like
Smoky?
haze. There was
Okay.
it was like a hazy morning and it wasn't as the sun wasn't coming out as much as I thought it was.
So you
going
weren't
to.
hot.
No one was sweating unless you went on the run. But
The run, if they got me right in after the run, like if we had finished the run
Oh,
and
that's what I was
gotten
gonna
into
say,
yeah.
in the plunge, then I think I would have enjoyed it.
Because it was actually cloudy and kind of cool a little bit after
Right.
you hung out.
But it was hot on the run. Like I was sweating.
Yeah.
And
But I
then-
knew if I jumped in that pool, I'd be so cold.
For the rest of the time.
Dude, I think everyone was. I think
Not
people
just
jumped in. and just
cold, but
came
we
right
had to
back
get in
in.
a cab. Like,
Right.
like
was
Tyler
a
from
thing, too.
Endorphins kept like trying to peer pressure me in, and I'm like,
We got to get
nah,
an
dude,
Uber.
I'm gonna be riding in an air conditioned cab for a half an hour.
Yeah.
And
Where was the heat therapy? Did they have no saunas?
no,
I don't think they did.
I don't think
not
so.
that I noticed. But if you wanted drinks with caffeine in it, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you could do that. But the thing was like, so you had the environment that when I was in college would have really created social connection,
Yeah.
like with the lubrication of, beer or whatever.
Right.
That this was different because what it did was everybody is just jacked up on caffeine. So it's more like people walking around filming themselves and
Yeah.
doing content, and you're like, are you talking? Like, are they meeting people?
Right. It felt very like I forget living in Baltimore and not being young how like DC and New York City there's there's a thing that's like what are you, who are you, what are you type thing.
Yeah.
Where in Baltimore I feel like nobody cares. They're just like, oh, let's hang out.
Baltimore is less about like that, especially it's funny because our running club, one guy can be like a astrophysicist, another person could be working, at Royal Farms.
Right.
But there's not a,
Like nobody really asks, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like that's not the first question. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, it's more like, well, what are you training for?
Yeah. Yeah. But we should have went all in and just, like Speedo, hairy chest, smoking a Camel Light, like just in the ice bath.
Well, that's the other thing. There was a lot of fit looking people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Yeah.
I felt like an ugly piece of
Yeah.
shit when I was sitting
Did
there.
you really?
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't have gotten that. Like
I was
as an
like-
outsider, I would have been like, Carl fits right in. Maybe you need to
Yeah.
paint some abs on, but
That's what I think I needed.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of,
a lot of abs.
yeah.
Other stuff too, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Abs,
Yeah.
abs and ass.
And I'm not saying the event was fun. It was
Yeah,
had
it
a
was
good
cool. It was
time.
cool.
It's
Yeah.
just so different than like when I was that
Right.
age. I'm like looking at him going, "Come on, guys,
It's
great that
have some fun."
It's great to see people healthy and wealthy and wise,
Yeah.
living it up on a
If
Sunday
I
morning.
ran this event,
Yeah.
I would keep a lot of it the same, but I would change a few things.
Yeah.
Number one, I would push it till the afternoon. I think doing an afternoon start time
Yeah.
with a DJ, and then of course you got to get the booze in there.
Right.
Gotta get
Wait,
the
was
booze.
there a DJ?
There was.
Yeah, there was a DJ set. We couldn't because by the time he went on, we had to check out of our hotel, so
Okay.
we had bounced like an hour before he went on.
Wait, so how long was the event going to last?
So I think the actual event was 10 to 12, but then 1 is when the
The
DJ
DJ.
came
Wait,
on.
really?
Yeah, yeah. It said it on like the official flyer thing.
Wasn't there a DJ there when we were there?
There
He was just a
but
guy
he
playing
wasn't-
music.
He wasn't Slick Rick or whatever.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name?
I don't know, but he had like a red mask on or something.
Which made me think that dude's probably 50.
Yeah. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So this was an all-day event?
No,
Or
I think it probably
afternoon?
lasted till maybe about 2.
Wow,
I
okay.
don't know.
All
Dude,
right.
imagine if like when we left, like they're like, all right, let's break out the booze. And then it became
I
like
know.
a full on
Probably
like
did.
crazy party.
Yeah,
Imagine that.
edibles, everything going on. You're
Yeah.
like, finally, those old people left.
Yeah, I know, right? Finally, these runners are gone, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez. Cramping our style.
Yeah, but it was cool, and the best part was feedback on the Fuel Cell Rebel V5 was insane. Like everybody loved that shoe. Like we've been doing demo runs for a while,
Yeah.
and I can tell you we've had some ones where people come back and it's kind of mixed. Some people are like, hey, these are okay, and other people are like, these suck, and this or that. This one across the board, people were like,
Oh yeah.
digging these.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't hurt too that the color team at New Balance is doing it.
Looks good.
Oh,
They
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it looks good. The foam is right. So, I mean, people really enjoyed it, and we had a good time. And then we went. We did get an extra late checkout made because we're Marriott Bonvoy people.
Yeah. You're welcome. That's for me.
Fancy.
Yeah, they let us check out at 1 o'clock, so we were able to get back.
It's
Just
almost an
enough
extra
time.
night stay.
Yeah.
Like, here's what I was afraid of is that we would get done with this event, be all sweaty, and have to ride the train like filthy.
Oh yeah, that would have been a real bummer.
Yeah. So we were able to go back, shower, come back down. We had enough time that we went to the Monahan train station, and we went and we got lunch, and some of us had a couple beers.
I almost
Could have had more because the train was delayed by like an hour.
Oh,
in
it
total.
was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost choked and died.
Yeah, he
Robbie
did.
almost choked on the fatty part of the
Oh, corned beef.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he spilled.
Oh yeah, this is
yeah.
the best.
that,
Last drop
mustard?
of his sandwich.
So I was eating this corned beef sandwich, which was a little bit difficult chewing.
I'm not gonna lie, it was. It kinda was.
It wasn't the best.
Yeah.
I was disappointed. I didn't want to say anything because we were standing in front of the corned beef pastrami. It's called pastrami Queen. And normally every time I get a sandwich there, and we've gotten the sandwich there,
You love it. Yeah,
it's been
you're raving
great.
about it, yeah.
And the burger place was next to it, and I kind of wanted a burger, but I was like, I always know the corned beef doesn't disappoint, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get corned beef. And so everybody was like, well, I'll just get corned beef too. And when we were eating, I was like, I should have gotten the burger.
I mean, it was still good, but when you get a piece of like pastrami, I guess, yeah, and it's connected to another piece via the fat, and you're like think they're separated when you're about to swallow it, and then you're like, that's a whole piece, that's a whole big piece, and then. And I'm like, I could still breathe, but I was like, if I commit to this, I'm gonna choke, and I also can't like throw it. Like I was just like stuck in the. Like I was just like, I don't know what to do.
So Robbie's just coughing.
I'm just like,
He's just hawking.
and Jared's like, are you choking? Are you choking? I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know. Jared's like if he was choking, he's asking him, hey, are you choking?
fill out this form. Tell me if you're choking.
I know exactly what's going on with Robbie at this point because I've had that where like part of it's down the throat, part of it's not, and you have to pull
Oh my
pull it
God.
back
But
out
I
like a
can't-
fishing
It's too much.
lure.
It was
This
too
is
far.
too
I
much.
couldn't, so I just had to just like basically not throw it up, but just like hawk a huge
baby birded it.
hawk a huge loogie up, and I was like, I'm sorry.
But that wasn't the best part. Carl,
Oh yeah. Literally the last bite, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did
It
you
was
get?
I was dipping a French fry in 1,000 Island, and I'm like going to eat it, and it just drops right on my
Like,
bottom
right
of
on
where
the
my
tip.
like
zipper, on
if
the
you
tip.
were gonna piss,
yeah, and you dripped
exactly
everywhere.
where
The dribble?
you would
Yeah.
piss on yourself.
Through the dribble.
So then that was like the whole rest of the time.
But I don't know what happened. So we're waiting for the train. Robbie keeps pulling his shirt down.
And I'm just
I'm like-
laughing though.
I'm like, and Carl's laughing. I'm like, what happened?
I can't put my hands in my pockets,
And so-
because the shirt comes up too high.
Yeah, Robbie lifts up his shirt, and you see this big grease mark right there.
Nice circular grease mark.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I gotta soak those in OxyClean and keep forgetting to do that.
Dude, that's the worst too. When like you keep washing it, hoping that it comes out, and it's
Yeah.
still there. And those are a pair of pants that you like quite a bit.
I love it. Yeah, they're a pair of New Balance like khaki pants, but
Yeah.
they have stretch to them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
We got them last year when we went to Chicago. One of my favorite pants.
Oh yeah, I think I have a pair of those too.
Yeah.
Different color. Yeah.
But
It has, the
so-
only thing that I don't like, the elastic waistband makes me feel,
Oh,
a certain way.
yeah.
I can see that.
And what do you mean?
Like when I was growing up, like that was the old man pant.
Oh,
was
really?
like it's got the snap and the elastic.
Yeah.
It was usually for people that maybe their weight fluctuated.
Okay.
So-
yeah, that's me. I'm into it.
By the way,
Perfect.
The 1 p.m. DJ set. So the summer house where you guys were for
Yeah.
this, they host like summer parties. So the ticket that you got for Coffee and Chill also gave you access to the
Okay.
the pool party after.
So it was a
They're
different,
separate.
but they kind of
Yeah.
found a way to combine.
Okay.
But I'm assuming that there was probably going to be booze at a pool party.
I was gonna say then that means there was booze
Yeah.
there. So
That makes sense because I was like, this
Oh,
seems like-
where the coffee place was probably turned into a bar.
maybe yeah.
It is a bar. Yeah.
Because I was like, this seems like a lot of effort to have a
Yeah, there was a whole pool
little
party
coffee
after.
date.
The coffee guy almost wanted to hurt me.
Yeah. Thomas.
I dropped my ticket and I was like, what's the big deal? They had a couple of tickets. So I was like going to reach in, just grab a ticket. And
He didn't realize like the owner was standing right beside him.
he's like, hey.
He's like, hey, buddy, what are you doing?
He was very New York.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, that's my coffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. And then somebody else, Lynn wasn't going to get one. So he's like, here's the thing. I'm like,
I think you
"There
tried
go."
to do just put it on the tab. You were like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm with New Balance. You did not care. Anyways, but yeah.
So you made it back? Everyone survived?
Yeah.
I was tired when I got back. Very, very tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Speaking, oh, sorry.
I mean, it was a busy week.
It was a busy week.
Yeah. Speaking of tired, when your feet are tired, did you talk about this on the podcast yet? The Norda 008. Did you talk about that last
I
time?
think we mentioned, but feel free if you want to
Dude,
talk
I love
about
this. I love these slides.
it. I like them too.
What makes them so great?
I don't know, they're just
'Cause
super
they're Norda?
comfortable.
They've got it's double, so you got a soft, well, it's actually weird because the softer material is actually the frame, the sandal frame, but
This is softer than this.
yeah, but when you put your foot in it, it has a dual density kind of like footbed, so the footbed feels to me soft, especially compared to some
Yeah.
like slides that we've gotten. But then you've got the Vibram outsole, so it's like a durable
Right.
thing.
Which-
And I like that they run a little more narrow than most.
Yeah, they do. I mean, it's comparable to UFOs, I think, as far as comfort.
But the durability.
But you get the Vibram outsole and the
like the UFOs, if you've ever been on a wet surface, you can
yeah.
you can do the splits kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The Vibram's gonna help with that.
But the what was I gonna say about? Oh, because we got those Nike slides, and those things. The top is basically the same material.
I don't know if I got the
Oh
Nike
no, it was
slides.
that because for the Boston thing. Remember when you had to fill out the form or whatever? and it
We
was
left
like,
bags
yeah.
in our hotel.
But the frame, like the top strap, is so rigid.
Yeah.
It's the same material as the rest of it, so
Yeah.
that I got like a huge
hurts, yeah.
blister from it.
I think the Norda ones are good. I also like New Balance gave us ones for the London Marathon. I think your sizing was off.
Yeah.
But mine, I love those.
That was a slide.
Yeah, it's a slide. And
I-
then we got the Hoka slides from Hoka, and I love those. So I have like three slides by the door
Yeah.
that, when it's time to walk the dog,
I'll tell you what. Sorry. Go ahead.
I walk the dog, and I wear them when I go to the gym because I don't like to wear the lifting shoes when I walk over.
Yeah. We actually have I think I'm trying to get it up this week, a best recovery slides or shoes. Like
I put all three of those on there,
yeah, I think they're
and then probably
all
the
on there.
UFOs.
UFOs for sure.
New Balance one. I don't know if you can purchase.
I
Can you
haven't
purchase
seen it
it
anywhere, but I'll
Okay.
look.
I really like that one too.
Do you remember? Did you get the Adidas Adilet slides?
Yes.
Those things are amazing, and you can get them on sale for like $17.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best, I think, deals. you can
Values.
get. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still okay. So across the board, the reason why I would give Norda, why I think it's worth the extra bucks, because I think it's $145.
It is, yeah. Which was confusing because I still don't understand this. Norda prices Canadian are the same as US, but when you do the conversion rate, it's like a third. Like $100 US is 145 Canadian.
Right, but they don't have to pay any tariffs or anything.
I get that, but it seems like I guess it's just to keep it uniform, whatever. But yeah,
But
I feel like I need to have some friends in Canada.
like if I had to say like which one I think could pass is more upscale slide, I think the Norda wins that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But the main thing for me that would make the biggest difference, because underfoot feeling is pretty comparable to some of the other ones, but it's the Vibram outsole. Like
Yeah.
that's gonna make especially you don't realize how often you're walking on wet surfaces with slides.
That's what I was thinking. Why hasn't anyone done this yet? Like,
because it's expensive.
I know, but I feel like people, a certain contingency of people would buy them. Not saying do it for every model you have, but I feel like UFOs putting on a Vibram
Right.
type thing would work.
Or some form of grip.
Yeah, because some UFO slides are already $80. What's another $10?
Yeah. I mean, I've almost literally gone full splits in some of those slides.
Yeah,
Like walking in like a wet surface or like around boats and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna have to take off your shoes for today's shoe discussion.
I know. Meg was going to bring the Triumph, the Saucony Triumph in
I
and talk
forgot
about
it.
this. And here's a crazy thing. Meg told me that she might like it better than the Speed.
I mean, all right. That's so we had the Nike Structure 26, right? 26.
Yes.
I ran 9 miles in this shoe on Saturday. I ran 5 today. I did another 6.
Oh wow.
So
Oh.
I have 20 miles in it.
You've
I'm
got it.
jealous of your guys' colorway.
The white one's nice.
It's
It looks
pretty.
good.
Like when have you seen a good looking stability shoe?
That's true.
This is probably the best looking stability shoe I've ever seen.
It has some like Air Max type vibes, some 90s
Yeah.
design elements.
And they threw a backwards, the backward swoosh.
That's
So-
just that specific colorway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Cactus Jack kind of thing, but it's got the run on the side. I haven't been running it. I've been wearing it like
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
And for me, it's super comfortable.
Very
for
comfortable.
Just like walking around.
Yeah, if you wanted just a good-looking walking shoe, I would definitely go with that. I wore it to Florida when we were traveling and stuff. I took a couple shoes because I was running in the Mizuno Wave Rider 29, great shoe by the way, and then I was using this kind of for everything else, and it was great. And running wise, have you run in it, May?
No, I
Okay.
just walked around in it, so I need to get some miles in it.
So I'm the only one who's running it so
Yeah.
far.
So far, yeah.
It's heavy. I feel like, which isn't surprising.
Yeah. I mean, is this as heavy as a Vimera Plus, Meg?
Well, let's wear it.
It's probably heavier.
So
would be
I'm
my
pretty
guess.
sure
I
it's
ran the
heavier.
Vimera Plus. I've got my 20 on that, but I don't need to give my
So,
opinion.
320 grams, 11.3 ounces.
Ooh,
For a men's 10.5.
that is heavy. That's real heavy. That's heavier than I think the Moore V6.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's the stability piece you
It
have
has
in there
this-
because it's a full length React X foam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
And it just has like that midfoot support system, which I think is probably where you're getting most of the weight. I mean, it is a really plush looking upper, but
has this like frame and this
The
piece.
one thing I'd be concerned about with that upper that you just talked about, especially in the temps we have right now.
Dude, it's so warm.
yeah.
I wore that on Saturday morning for the Faster Bastards run. Yeah, it was warm.
Final check-in. All right. You made it this far into the podcast. You're still doing long runs if you're out there and listen to this. Or maybe you just listen to it, one part, and now here's the second part. Either way, you're out there. You're still doing it. You built up a habit. That's great. We'll check in with you next week. Little sweater action.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much breathe. And that's a weird thing I don't understand with Nike, like daily trainers and stuff. They don't make a lot of thin uppers.
Yeah, that's pretty true. They are all about the comfort. But I would say, I think it was a nice shoe. It's not, it's structured. It's a stability shoe. It's not going to blow your mind. But I thought for running wise, yeah.
The foam feels good.
Yeah, it
like
was-
walking around
It was nice.
Do you think, so for a little while they tried to do the Odyssey, which with the React foam.
Right.
And that was their stability version of the React.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like this is the evolution of that shoe or this is the evolution of the actual structure?
Well, I don't think I've ever run in the structure before. I think this is the first time I've ever run in the shoe or any of the stability shoes, although I guess the Infinity React was sort of a stability shoe
Yeah.
at one point. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because, like I said, I haven't run in the structure, but it's just a pretty standard daily trainer, but feels good underfoot. Yeah, and you do feel the medial support, like the arch support type thing.
Okay.
But yeah, and I mean, it looks great. Like, especially if
Yeah.
you're looking for something to use for everything, just casual, but also running in. I think it's a great option.
For me, it's been nice as almost like a recovery shoe. So like when I'll run and whatever, and then I've been putting this on for like coming to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it feels really nice because it's got some structure to it.
Right.
But then, yeah, yeah. Under the foot, the foam is. I feel like what I like for running is softer than what I like for walking around.
Yeah.
And then there's lifestyle shoes, which are almost too hard. So this kind of floats in that middle ground.
Yeah. And is it 140 meg?
145.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad
No?
Yeah.
for what you're getting.
Yeah, it's available now.
So there you go.
Yeah. What do they say? Run supported?
Is that what they say?
I think you got a big box that says.
Oh, yeah. Is that what it says on that box? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
It's silver.
Dude, that box is more expensive than the shoe.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
I'm going to tell. I will bet you money that producing that box costs more.
Yeah,
than
but they're not
producing
going to
a pair of
produce
these.
as many shoes. I mean, they're going to produce a lot more shoes than those boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I've been running in. So I guess I can write that review soon. Although I guess it would only be me. I need to get it for our stability reviewers.
Well, I think Meg, you'll review it, won't
I'll
you?
wear it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't.
We got to get out the Prime X3 review and
Yeah.
video that one too.
We got
And-
a lot in the queue.
Have you run in the Wave Rider 29?
I still haven't put that one on.
Just try.
Okay.
You don't have to do a full review, but I feel like honestly, it is one of my
put it on.
favorite shoes.
Okay.
Of like no joke, like daily trainer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'll run
I
it.
think it's great.
I'll run it.
But now I built it up so much that I feel like it's
Well, here's the
It's
thing.
also just not good to look at. Like, it's hard for me to
It's
get past
horrible
that.
looking.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Look,
awful.
That was a problem that I'm getting
It
over.
looks
Like,
terrible.
It
It's hard to be
looks-
motivated to tie that.
you know how 90s shoes are coming back in style? This is like
this is
this is 2010.
whatever
like,
the valley is in that.
the dip. Like, I know it's probably good. The foam looks good. It's got a little bit of plate there for, some enjoyment. I hear you, and I don't necessarily always think that you're wrong.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I normally think you're right. But I wish, like, did they not talk to people and be like, hey, guys, what do you think of the look of this? Or are they going?
It blows my mind.
Are they going to like the local running retail store that's been in business since 1970? They're like, this is great.
I honestly don't know because like the Neo Zen and the
Yeah, those are great
Neo
looking.
Vista, pretty solid.
Yeah, I
Like-
think they look fantastic.
And then just the standard stuff from them, I'm just like, what are we?
It's
doing?
like it hasn't evolved. And not only is it not evolved, like there's this like jacquard fabric with shiny. It looks like someone's couch from the 90s.
yeah. So, anyways, if you can get past that,
Yeah, there.
right.
Sorry, Mizuno.
I'll
That's
try
just
it.
my.
It's
quick
just
take.
sad because I feel like performance-wise,
It's good.
yeah, if you would put it in another package,
The components are right.
feels
The
I think
look
it
is
feels-
wrong.
I think it feels great. It's that bounce and that it's not soft, so it's not super soft, but it's just the right bounce and
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow I
propulsion
will
type.
run in it.
Okay.
I will. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have. I almost wish it was dark in the morning, so that nobody'd see me.
You gotta
Just
get out early.
Bring them in, I'll spray paint and put a swoosh on
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
dude, I don't even know if that
I'll
would.
put 3 stripes on it.
It really like I would love it. Hey, I'll give free consulting to them. They can show me the shoe, and I'll be like, don't put this out.
Yeah.
Like, here's what you need.
I almost, how like Brooks is putting the big, on some of their shoes was doing the Brooks on the side or
Mhm.
the medial side even. I feel like you could do that with the Mizuno because I don't know, make it. I feel like
They have enough heritage that you could pull in some really cool stuff.
some of their word marks from the 90s and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when they're doing baseball stuff, it looks cool.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could put that on there and make it.
Do you know? I felt like Minted, their new logo, to me is very similar
I didn't-
to
I
an
don't
old
know if I've-
Mizuno logo.
I'm not sure if I've seen it.
Like it's the M, but it's kind of like that stack.
Uh huh.
And I was like, that At first, I thought they were doing a collab.
Vincent, New York. Which, by the way, we also did this will be up by the time the podcast comes out. Our Run Culture editor, who was the podcast guest this week, he was great. He did a roundup of the past 10 years of Satisfy since it's their 10-year anniversary. I thought he did a good job. And he had a good idea to ask different runners what their favorite pieces were.
That's cool.
So we had, obviously, me and you, Thomas. And then Alex Hermanson. We got Max Jolliffe, which I never know. Is it Jolliffe? Jolliffe?
I thought we're not
Jolliffe.
doing J's. We're doing H's.
Holy.
Holy.
Satisfy Pro. He gave his picks.
Dude, he just crushed again. Did you see the kit they made for him?
I don't think so.
I wonder if he designed it himself. But it had number 1 on the front because, he's going to win it. And then, it looked sick. It was like Motec, but
Okay, cool.
did you see it?
I know. I'm looking at the Mint It logo, which I now see what you're talking about.
You see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm not insane.
No. And did he post this recently, Max?
Yeah, I do think he did. Look for it's like a sleeveless black
Oh, I think I see it.
number 1.
While you're looking,
By the way, he is the nicest man. He looks scary because he's tough looking
Oh, he's the chillest guy ever.
and just such a sweetheart.
He really is. We need to have him on the podcast. That's crazy.
Have we never had him on the
No, that's
podcast?
crazy. We got.
Yeah, let's get him on.
I'll message him.
I think people would be interested to know his backstory.
He was like a skateboarder.
Dude,
right?
he's a designer for a company that you would be kind of like surprised.
Did you tell me this?
I may have, but I don't want to out it in case he doesn't want people to know.
Okay.
But he's very involved in fashion and stuff himself.
All right. I'm gonna message him right now.
the other thing we need to talk about before we sign off here
Grit.
is grit.
All right,
Because
wait.
by the time this podcast comes out, it will officially be over. It will be August 1.
All right,
And right now,
let's give our numbers though.
well, let's talk about who's in winning right now.
You want to do that before?
Yeah, because it's very close.
Ah.
Connor Bessel has 666 miles, and Jeremy
And how many days are
Soucy
left?
has 665 miles. So they're literally a mile apart. There are technically 3 days if you count today.
Dude, somebody's gonna be doing some nighttime running.
It's going to get down to the wire. And also in third place is now a female, Jana. You said
Is it
Jana?
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 I think Jana.
Jana.
Usually
Used
it's
to-
Jana.
People I've known that have that name. Yeah.
I don't.
But-
Jana Fridrichova.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. She's crazy, right?
Yeah, she has.
I think
100
anybody in the top 3 is
100
crazy.
Yeah, but on top of the mileage, she has 152,000 feet of gain.
Do you know how insane that is? That's 5 Everests, by the way. So, remember when we first threw out the elevation challenge? This is 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
I was like, do you think anyone's? Because we did these like mountains. That was the whole thing.
We were like, do you think anybody will do Everest?
And it was what 30,000 feet. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if anyone will do that in a month, which is hilarious to think about.
Yeah.
And because I think the highest total up until this grit was maybe 100,000.
Yeah.
And she destroyed that. So she lives in Maryland. And apparently she just runs up mountains with power line cutouts
Oh my God.
and just does that up and down all day.
Oh,
And she
geez.
said sometimes she's waking up at 1:15 in the morning to go running.
I just
Yeah,
don't
that's
understand.
insanity.
Like what?
I think it's great, Jana, but that's crazy.
Yeah. It's like use it for I mean, I love that you're doing it for grit, but maybe go get it some sponsor dollars or something. She will win the top prize for elevation. So that's a
Yeah.
running warehouse gift card.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
Use it on some nighttime sleep aids.
So that's cool. And then, did you say the last two? I'm sorry.
What's the
that's
last
fine.
two?
I was saying the top 5, but it's not.
Oh.
Or you just
I
did
still
top 3.
Oh.
But the fact that there's multiple people at what 600 miles?
Yeah, 666 and 655 are the top 2, and then Jana had 587. Gustavo in fourth with 575, and Baldemar with 565.
Did you say Voldemort?
Yeah. He who shall not be named. And 3 of them are from Texas, right?
Yeah, 3 of them are part of that Houston Hotties.
But
And it is hot.
The thing is, though, there's still 3 days left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're okay. So our totals for the team, Meg's right now crushing, of course. 'cause she just
I got to get in
doing
25 miles in the next 3 days.
I'll just roll mine into Meg's.
Wait. What do your total be if you do that?
300.
Okay. What about you, Robbie?
Yeah, mileage, getting it done. No, I'm a little bit over 100, I think. Yeah.
All right. So, and Carl,
So-
you're about there too.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. I'm rolling in at 214 today, and then I was gonna try to go for 250, but then I just said, nah, I'll just finish out the month.
Yeah.
I think I will get like a 14 mile on Thursday because the temps are supposed to drop.
Oh yeah.
But
Did you
That would
see
be
that?
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like I saw the number
There was
60.
I know,
in
a
there.
60 degrees in there.
does anybody know Helen's? Because Helen's been quietly chipping
Probably
away
crushing me.
at mileage.
Dude, grit party this weekend.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I guess if you're listening, that's tomorrow.
Yeah. August 2nd.
Get in your car now.
High of 79 that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Do you
be
know what
nice.
the little 3 mile route is? It's a nice 3 mile route.
Yeah.
I'm doing it backwards of what I normally would do,
Okay.
so that it would be sort of downhill. So it starts at the brewery. It's going to basically go down Fade or Hudson,
Here's the crazy thing is, sorry, go ahead.
and then go along Boston Street back up to Haven.
Here's the crazy thing is that if you did the reverse, it's the same thing, but it does feel way more downhill if you go the way that you're doing it.
How do you think it's the same way? Like running up Hudson.
It's the same. You get the route, no matter how, it's the same route. So if you go one direction or the other,
No, but if you go out from the brewery along Boston, you'd run up Hudson. Mm-hmm. That's uphill.
Yeah.
So I'm having to go out and
you're still
down.
running uphill to get to the top of that hill. You're getting to the top
It's
of
a
that hill
very
either
short,
way.
It's a
Okay.
very short
That's
hill.
what I'm saying. It seems like it's not. It's still the same elevation, but it just I know what you're saying.
It punches out and you're done.
Right. So going the way that we're going, it seems downhill mostly, but it's
The other one is just a longer grind.
Exactly.
Which to me, I'd rather just run up and then have a feeling of going down for like a mile.
Yeah. Saturday night we might get the dirt bikers rolling along with us.
Well, we're
Have-
paying some of them to escort to mark the course.
Just make Boston Street even more hellish than it is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I love it. And
A
then we'll-
nice 3 mile route. And then there's going to be an ice cream truck called Mrs. Tasty, who is not the one with the weird pictures.
not Mr. Softy.
No, and she's going to do some soft serve. Robbie just found another alternative that I wish we had found a couple of months
I
ago.
didn't know that existed.
But yeah, they would not have been prepared for what we would have
I
done.
don't think they would have been.
They would have been like, we'll have to rearrange that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's going to be at Mobtown again, Dave Carpenter's brewery in Brewers Hill, which is actually real close. It's about a mile from the office here, mile and a half. So we're going to have some beers, some ice cream. Those two things always go well together.
There'll also be, if you come for the run and get there a little bit early, A6 is bringing shoe demos if you want to try any of their
Oh,
latest
they are.
models.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, Chris from A6 will be there.
Yeah.
And so that should be fun. And it's always just a good time. It's a good vibe. Lynn's coming down. Taylor, our lead trail reviewer, is coming in for it. Herm said he was coming. I don't know if he's coming
Okay.
or not. But
That'd be cool.
One time he was like, I'll be there. We'll probably get the Dr. Chicken Legs. We'll have a couple people.
Yeah, we'll have.
You know who's
What
not
was I
coming?
gonna say? I don't know. All right, who?
Jarrett Weisberg.
Oh yeah, Jarrett. He chose banana ball over us.
Dude, that
What
is
a loser.
the complete lamest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, I almost had tickets for it. I didn't get in the lottery.
What, have you just sold the tickets?
No comment. I'm just kidding. But they had it's Friday night and Saturday night.
Oh, so you could have opted for Friday.
Yeah.
Made
but
it work.
I think Jarrett did have the tickets before he knew about it, but even so.
Even so, look, he's a grown man going to watch basically the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball.
They're hot right now, though.
But in a stadium, like he's going to get...
This is what I don't understand. Like a minor league stadium, I get it. But if you're in the upper deck of a major league stadium, which he is, how are you even? Because the Orioles have a terrible video monitor, so it's
Yeah.
not even like you're getting.
Why isn't that upgraded? We've got the
They're
greatest.
doing it this year.
Okay.
This off season they are. So yeah, I'm. I don't know. To me, it's not. It wouldn't be as quite worth it, but.
Like, here's how bad it is for me being a baseball fan. My favorite part of any Orioles game is when the mustard, ketchup, and relish race. That I could go home after that.
So there you go. I mean, banana ball is basically that, just the whole game.
Yeah, but
So
you
would love it.
No, because it's over real quick. I'm like, yeah, that was cool. Man, I want a hot dog. And that is actually brilliant because you do want a hot dog after you see that.
Yeah, they should fire off on the hot dog cannons at the end of that. I don't know why they don't do that. That's crazy. Shooting tinfoil hot dogs into the crowd.
I like that.
I don't know about that.
I know about that. Eat one in a
Did you
second.
see? There was a thing where a guy took the M&M, like if you get it in a canister, the little baby M&Ms.
Yeah.
And he shows his wife. He goes, "Here, you hold it upside down and see how many M&Ms you can get in your mouth, but you have to keep your arms straight." And in the other packet, so he shakes it, and she hears the M&Ms. He does his, and then he shakes a fake one and hands her a thing. And he's got a hot dog in it. And she holds it up. She chokes on a hot dog.
Wow.
This is Thomas's algorithm.
Okay.
It's so good.
Oh man.
On that note,
So Megan, if Thomas tries to tell you,
Megan
to
doesn't.
eat
She wouldn't play games with
mini
me.
M&Ms.
no, I'm out.
Yeah.
All right,
Is that it?
Yeah.
I think so.
So congratulations to everybody participating. Great. We hope to see you at the party. This one's been a lot of fun. It went by really fast. I don't know if it's because of all the travel we had. Probably some of you felt like it went by really slow in this heat. But I don't know.
The grid, oh dude, I don't know. This was the worst grid. I don't even
Last
think
year,
I
I
ran as
think-
much, and I think it's still the worst.
Last year was great because the temps were a lot easier, at least here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
You would at least get a break every now and then. There's no break. All
This
gas,
was
no
almost
brakes.
like they kept turning it up.
Yeah.
Like, and especially if you're not someone who runs in the morning. The people who ran in the afternoon, around here, because we had a couple days it felt like 120 out.
97 today.
Yeah, I'm already done with my miles today, so I'm good. But this was definitely a tougher one, and we're already starting to think about winter grit because that's what we got to do.
Yep.
So,
All right.
Hi, Ma.
Hi, Robin.
Got my laces tied, my trusty podcast by my side. If you wanna talk fun, it's the place to be. Yeah, it's the drop, DROP.